So your ex-girlfriend decided to break up with you, and you thought to yourself, okay, I'm going into no contact and moving on with my life. However, as time has gone on, she keeps calling you, texting you, trying to just keep you around as a friend or an acquaintance. And it's very confusing and frustrating because you thought the expectation going forward was we both got to move on with our lives. So why is your ex-girlfriend texting and reaching out to you? Well, the first reason is they don't want to experience the consequences of their actions. Some people, when they make a decision, it's based on emotions. And as they process things afterwards, they're thinking to themselves, I didn't mean it this way. Let me at least make up for what I said by just being cordial. And remember, women are emotional creatures. So in her mind, she might think, okay, he hasn't said anything mean to me. He hasn't done anything. Let me just check up on him and let him know that I still want to be friends. But your perspective is, I don't want to be friends. You don't want a relationship anymore. We both need to just move on with our lives because this isn't working for me. So that's one of the first reasons, in my opinion, is she doesn't want to experience the actual breakup. Another reason is she's flaky. She can be very manipulative and she just wants you around because she just likes your presence. And that can be very confusing and annoying. So the first thing you got to do is just stand up for yourself. You got to set the record straight and just let her know right up front, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Look, you wanted a breakup. Now I'm giving you what you wanted. These are the consequences of your actions. If you just let her stay in your life and you don't stand up for yourself or share what's on your mind and why it's bothering you, she's going to take advantage of you. And she's going to end another relationship while you stick around. So it's very important to let her know that you don't want anything to do with her anymore. You could be stern about it. You don't have to be mean or a jerk, but you can tell the truth and tell her that, look, I had feelings for you and we had a relationship that I thought would end up in marriage or having children, but that didn't happen. So I need to move on because you're not going to provide that for me. And it's perfectly okay to communicate in that manner because she's the one who wanted the breakup and all of a sudden she still wants your presence. That doesn't fly with you. And you got to just let her know up front, hey, I don't appreciate this. It's not right. And you need to find somebody else. And I don't want anything to do with this relationship going forward. And it's also unhealthy if you think about it. Why would you want to deal with a person who's manipulative, who plays with your feelings, and who wastes your time? That's the biggest thing here is if you're going back and forth with somebody where you're unsure about their feelings, if they're messing around with you, if they want to get back together, that isn't a person worth spending your time with in the first place. I'm not suggesting people are perfect, but at the end of the day, if they're setting the expectation and going back on their word, then it can be very confusing because you don't know the intention. You can't trust them, and that's understandable. So just let her know, look, we had a great relationship, but you wanted the breakup and you got to face the consequences. It's really that simple. And there was this quote I saw and I thought it was interesting that people will never truly understand something until it happens to them. If you're allowing her to stick around, she's not facing the consequences of her actions. You're telling her that, yeah, you can break up with me and you can still be my friend and I'm okay. But in reality, you're not okay at all. You still have feelings for this person. You're trying to move on so you can find somebody better. But if she's still knocking on your door and you're still opening that door and you're allowing her to just come into your house, hang out, and do whatever she wants, that isn't healthy for anyone. And if she doesn't recognize that there are consequences to her actions, she'll never understand what a breakup really means. You have to give her that breakup. She wanted it in the first place. So if she's reaching out, breaking no contact, take the power back, let her know that this can't be tolerated and that you're moving on. Now, I do think she'll end up respecting you. Who knows? Maybe down the road she'll break no contact and want to get back together. But in my opinion, I don't think it's worth dealing with that kind of person because if they're manipulative, if they're messing with your feelings, why put up with that? Especially if you find somebody better. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you handled an ex-girlfriend who kept reaching out and breaking no contact. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.